Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to use an old phone you have lying around as a remote view camera integrated with Home Assistant. So once you follow all these steps, this is the result. You will get a card in your UI that you can click on that'll give you a live stream view of whatever your camera is pointing at. What I personally use my camera for is a live view of my hydroponics grow room, but you can of course use this camera for whatever you want. Step 1 is to get Home Assistant up and running on your network. I'm not going to go over specifically how to do that. There are tons of tutorials and websites that help you through that. But you can get the basics from going to home-assistant.io and clicking on Getting Started. Home Assistant is a great piece of software, widely used for home automation and smart home applications. I personally use mine to run just about everything in my grow room. You will also need this IP camera software running on your phone. I am sure there's a number of apps that will work on Android and iOS. Me personally, on my iPhone, I found this piece of software really good. It's called IP Camera-High-End Network Cam by Dominic Seibold. It is 99 cents, but that's a small price to pay for the features you get. This has been running stably for me for the past 2 months. You're going to download it and get it running on your phone. Once you do, it should give you a view of whatever your camera is pointing at. If you double tap this screen, it'll blank out the screen, which will allow you to save the life of your display or save battery if you are running this off battery, which I don't recommend because this is a somewhat battery heavy application. You will also down here see a URL pointing to an IP address on your local network. You're going to want to navigate to that IP address from another computer on the same network. For me, that IP address is 192.168.0.168. So here I'm going to navigate there. From here though, you get a live view of whatever your camera is pointing at, as well as some settings to control how this is configured. You can select which camera, front or rear. I'm using the front camera, the rear is just pointing at the wall of my grow room. You can select the resolution. I'm running at HD resolution 1280 by 720. I think depending upon the phone you have and the app you've chosen, there will be different available resolutions for you. You can select quality, frames per second, torch, which I think is the British way of saying flashlight. That just turns on and off the LED, the flash on your camera. You can lock focus, exposure, or white balance. I've actually had bad luck with this lock focus option. It has tended to drift out of focus and then locked out of focus. You can flip horizontal, vertical, select orientation. You can see the battery life. Once you got it to this state though, you're basically done. You do have the app configured and streaming over your network, so all you need to do is to get this into your Home Assistant instance. So to do that, you navigate to Home Assistant, and you're going to want to edit the configuration.yaml file. I'm using the editor app that comes with that you can install with the Haas.io Home Assistant install, but you can edit this in whichever way you have edited your configuration file before. It's pretty simple. You're just going to add these 4 lines. This is a camera entity of platform type mjpeg. You give it a name, whatever name you want. I call mine here GrowCam, and then you give it an mjpeg URL. So the first part of the URL should be the http:// and then the IP address that you've been navigating to configure it. And then you put a /live at the end. Once you do that, you're going to save and restart your Home Assistant instance, and then that should bring you back here, giving you the live view of the camera. This works also on the mobile app, at least on the iPhone mobile app in my experience, which is nice. So this is a great way to use some of your old phones that you might not be using anymore I'm using an iPhone 6 in this case. These old phones have great cameras, much better than some of the even more expensive webcams you can buy. So it's a good way to repurpose it. The only cost to you here is the 99 cents for the IP camera app. If you have any questions when you try to set this up, definitely leave them in the comments below. I will try to help you out. So thanks again for watching, guys. Cheers.